Hello everybody, this is Poor Joe. We're going to talk about the upcoming death battle, Zoro versus Erza, from One Piece and Fairy Tail. A lot of people have been already cementing their opinions about it, with Zoro being on top with pretty straightforward reason. He is physically a monster. But Erza's no slacker too. She's pretty much a monster herself. There's a reason why a lot of people don't want to fight her. But I'll give you the reasons why I think Zoro would come out on top in this fight. Simply put, when it comes to physical strength, I think Zoro takes it, hands down. Like, no magic, this is just his brute strength. While Erza's pretty strong, she requires magic in order to accomplish some of her feats. But she does have those feats nonetheless. It just doesn't come from her physical abilities. Skill-wise, they're both pretty... Well, I would give skill to Erza, actually. Zoro has 3-2-1 sword styles, yes. But Erza's got, like, knives, swords, hammers for days. She can go probably a year without running out of utensils to deal with, or material to deal with. Be that said, she is limited because her magic power does drain with some of her armors, or if not most of her armors. And some of her armors even further limit that by consuming more than most her armors. So now, having said that, she does have armor she uses regularly, like the Heaven's Will, which allows her to wield multiple weapons in her arsenal, so she can command it. But commanding multiple weapons in this armor does take magic power from her, and the more weapons she uses, the more magic power she gets consumed. She also has, for the life of me, I can't remember the name of the armor that she used against Kaguya, but or not Kaguya, but the evil witch who can manipulate space. But that armor specifically consumes a tremendous amount, and she could not hold that armor for very long. A heads up on her armor abilities, she can wield different armor weapons, and are not limited to just the set that's currently on the armor itself. Like, say for instance, if she uses the adamantium armor, she can use a different weapon instead of the adamantium shield. On that, her adamantium shield and armor is said to be her best defensive weapons. Noting, Zoro will be able to break this because it has been broken by weapons that haven't even been unsheathed, and Kaguya would be that example. She shattered it without even unsheathing her blade. All right. I don't recall Erza ever cutting through steel. So I can't say she can cut through steel. I don't think she has that kind of precision, or slicing precision down. But she is incredibly strong. Not Zoro strong, but she is strong. She has all elemental weapons, but I don't think she will be using this in this battle. It wouldn't make sense to use this. Just because you can manipulate elements doesn't mean you're going to want to, because if he can dodge a fire attack, he can no doubtly dodge a lightning, water, earth, whatever elemental she has. She pretty much has all the elemental armory. But I'll get to Zoro in a little bit and explain why those armors are useless with him. She has other armors like the fairy armor, which is her pride possession armor. She accommodates how much she loves that armor by the guild that she's in, I think. If not, please correct me in the comments in some of this, and please add more facts for me, so I can probably do a better update version of this video. On Erza's speed, she is limited. She is very limited in speed. She cannot move as fast as people think. Her fastest is pretty much a cheetah speed. or a little bit faster than that. Because she uses her cheetah suit or her cheetah armor for speed advantage, and that has been outmatched several times. And she has been she's very limited in speed. So on speed, I'm just gonna do it right now. Zoro takes it in speed. Slashing ability. Slashing ability. Okay, hold on. Let me turn this off. This is very distracting. South Park is so funny. And slashing abilities. She. I don't know if she actually has skills in cutting techniques. Maybe in swordplay, yeah, but in actual cutting skills, I don't know if she has any, if any at all. But she is very gifted in wielding weapons. She also has a lot of different types of swords. So, I mean, they can go in her arsenals and probably find the right materials for this fight. But I think they're going to go in with the balance tools that she normally would use in a random fight with no background information on the opponent. Erza Scarlet's biggest feat, she destroyed a very small island. Not a big island, but a small island, but an island nonetheless. So that's pretty impressive, but she did require armor to do it. She required weapons to do it too, and conditions had to be made for her to do it. So, yes, she's capable of destroying small islands, but it requires some degree of events happening. Defense. Again, her adamantium armor is her best defensive armor. None of her armory tops that armor. So that's her defense is going is as far as that armor is going, and that armor keeps her at a standstill. She cannot move with that armor. She has yet to move with that armor. I'm pretty sure she'll use other armors as a defensive way, like her blaze suit, which isn't a fire suit. I just call it that because it's got flames going off the leg pants. Allows her flexibility, and she can maneuver herself more better than normal. Alright, so that just tells you her flexibility is also limited to her armor that she is using. That same goes with her strengths, her defense, her speed, her agility, her mobility, and even her movement. She's to her armor's effects. That's how far she can get in a fight. Is how well her armory is, and her armory, like I said, can go on for probably years. Now moving on to Roronoa Zoro. I like Roronoa Zoro. I mean, she's second to Luffy in my opinion, because Luffy is my favorite character in One Piece. Period. Roronoa Zoro is a 3-sword wielding samurai. I think it's a samurai. If not a samurai, just a swordsman. He has several techniques, and I will post pictures on some of his swordplay. I think I have some. I'll download some regardless. He's got several techniques. Notably, his most commonly used technique is the onigiri, and his best technique doing is the osura. Pre-time skip, he used osura, and it dominated. He turned it to 3 arms, 3 heads, and it just dominated his opponent. His onigiri looks like a bull, and he slashes outwards with it, and it normally does its job. He's barely been blocked unless he's at an opponent whose skill is abnormal. Post time skip, it was Mihawk. He blocked it with a thingy. Not a little knife. He kind of insulted Zoro's pride there a little bit. I don't think he can do that right now, though. The swordplay has improved quite a deal. He uses what's called the Phoenix Pound technique. He, depending on the type of slash he uses, depends on the pound, how much force is behind their Phoenix Pound. And he has shown that he can do it with quite the thing, with quite the events happening to him. As in Fujitora, or Fujitora, one of those two names. I'm not sure which one it is. He manipulates gravity, and he slams Zoro into a. He pretty much made a pit for him to sleep in, but Zoro still was able to get off a Pound Phoenix and slash through, and he had pushed Fujitora back. So when it comes to brute strength alone, he is insane. He is in all by definitions a monster. He works out with giant weights, like massive weights. Not normal. No normal human being can lift those kinds of weights, but he's doing it. His speed, by the guy who uses the pom fruit, big hefty, now cyborg. Drawing blanks with the names right now. I'm sorry, folks. But the guy with the palms, and he can manipulate force, not Star Wars force, but like actual force. He was doing something with his hands that was moving at light speed. He even claimed these palm forces are moving at light speed, and Zoro was dancing on him like none of them touched him. So his movements can see light speed, and he can react to a light speed. I don't know if he can actually move at light speed. I think he can just react to it. That's different than moving at light speed. 'Cause that'd be, even for that show, that'd be kind of weird. The only one who can do that is the guy who actually ate the light fruit, the Marine, the guy with a nonchalant attitude. Ooh, no say. No. But Zoro's skill level is another thing in its entirety. Post time skip, he became the absolute monster everybody wanted him to be. Like, we have yet to see him take a fight seriously. He has fought underwater. He has fought Kraken under high amounts of water pressure, and I think in Fairy Tail, pressure damn near killed everybody. I don't know what was the pressure, but the chemicals were involved, and if that's involved, then pressure has to be applied. Nobody can survive under that deep of pressure, I think. But in One Piece, Zoro says this ain't nothing. He was fighting the Kraken under that pressure as well, and he was making sushi out of him. Zoro can cut through steel easily right now. By far, he can do it without little or no effort at all at this point. He does have hockey. He has armor and observation hockey. He's shown to have a degree of intimidating hockey, conqueror's hockey, or king's hockey, but it isn't to the level of Luffy's where he can manipulate it willingly. Zoro has to be cutting something in order to, or has to be in deep focus in order to do it, and even then it's limited. So I don't think it will be able to affect Erza in any bit. But what will prove to be the deciding factor is his armament hockey, which allows his swords to be unbreakable. And even Mihawk states, you don't want your sword to be nipped, learn hockey. Or armament hockey, the black sword way. Now, another big fact, another big fact in hockey is observation hockey. Now, a lot of people don't normally know what this thing does in detail. They just know the grand scope of it, but not the detail part. Well, this thing is pretty broken. Observation hockey allows you to observe not only the opponent in front of you, but everything around you as well. And it also allows you, this is important now, to pinpoint weaknesses in an opponent or a structure. You can sense it or see it. I don't know. it's the description of it's kind of weird, but that's the gist of it. You can literally pick apart what you're trying to find. And Zoro has a great degree of this because his battle with Pika proved he can find people even if they're hidden. He sliced Pika up when he was a freaking mountain, or a city, or both. Mountain city. He was huge. And he sliced it up like it was butter. So I'm pretty sure he could slice even bigger objects up. I think he can no doubtably take out continents if he so desired to do so. He was cutting Pika up like it was nothing. Although he did have to get launched. The only thing I say of that is he did have to get launched at first to get up there. However, once he was up there, he was bouncing off objects, and at that point, he could have done it. He was doing it willingly. So yeah, I think he could slice more than just the size of Pika up. His new armament hockey gave him 100 world foe techniques, and these are his sacred techniques of 3 sword styles. And so far, no, he's only used it, I think, once or twice, and nobody's survived it. Or not survived it. He hasn't killed anybody, I don't think. Well, he's killed plenty, but after Luffy, I don't think he's killed anybody. I just think he's knocked them out. But nobody's gotten up from any of them. And I'm pretty sure he's got more than that up his sleeve. And also, we still don't know what's going on with his damn eye. I'm pretty sure his eye is fine and it's just there to contain the curse. Because I'm seeing that in Rayleigh and other swordsmen who have cursed swords. And it's just, we're pretty sure it's for the curse. And I think he's going to unlock it. I think he's going to allow the curse to not take control over him, but he's going to control the curse to perform a much stronger Asura. I'm going to call it Asura slashes because that's what it is, and it's just him with like 9 blades of equal strength each swing, cutting whatever it is in front of him. I'm pretty damn sure at this point he can cut diamond. I don't think so, because diamond, you need diamond in order to cut diamond. But damn, he is. The amount of strength he can exert, though, makes you think he can. That's just my opinion. Post your comments down if you think that same way, or if you have another opinion. But my money is on Zoro because the reason why I said the elemental things is not going to be effective in this match is because, simply put, Zoro can dodge them. You can dodge lightning because he's dodged those palm thingies, and those are moving at light speed. So he can dodge that. And if he can dodge that, he can dodge a fireball going a lot slower. Dodge earthquakes for days, dodge anything. Even your space slicing thing with your ultimate armory for Erza, you still have to aim it, and even if you did pinpoint him, he could still not only use a Pound Phoenix technique or a 100 World Foes technique to negate it, or probably collide with it to cancel it out. He can dodge it. He can just simply dodge it. That's just the thing. Erza needs to get close, and no one's gotten effing close to Zoro. I mean, you got some points and stories to where you got some plot twists where he was scouting, but he wasn't taking shit seriously. He was just going, okay, I'm gonna slash here, slash there. They dodge, they just dodge. I don't care. I ain't trying to do my best. But when he does his best, he hits his mark. Each one, Pika is a very fine example of how well he's doing. He did not take that fight seriously. He was not taking that fight seriously. Pika went full armor hockey, full body armor hockey. And it could not withstand Zoro's blades. Alright, that just tells you he's definitely got strong hockey, because Pika was a strong person. Within hockey, of course. We don't know the comparison between Pika and this one dude who also did a full body hockey. I'm pretty sure his was stronger. But, I mean, the doctor dude, the guy, the heart pirates, Law, he cut him up. And if Law can go, well, Law was using the whole room technique. But I think hands down, Zoro's got this in almost every manner except for variety. I mean, he can use 1 style, 2 style, 3 style, but it's still just 1, 2, and 3 swords. I mean, he can't change them up. And once one breaks, he's got 2 swords. But unfortunately, the other thing about that is none of the swords have broken yet. None of them. And I think one of them can't break. I think I'm gonna attempt to say this. The the city of samurais who make the swords, they make them from very fine quality and they don't break easily. And he's been put up against a lot of pretty strong swords, and I'm pretty sure he sparred with Mihawk to get this strong, and Mihawk's blades couldn't break him. So I'm saying his hockey, if he coated him, none of Erza's equipment can break it. So my unbiased opinion will be Zoro. I mean, I like One Piece and Fairy Tail. I view them equally. They're both amazing piece of art and storyline. So I like Erza. I love her character. I like her backstory. I like the fact that she's missing an eye, or she's got a fake eye or a false eye, whatever you want to call it. Zoro's got the whole eye closed, but we don't know if he can open it yet. So they're not going to use the whole demon thing for Zoro. So if you're looking for that, no. But I don't think he needs it. I really don't. I think his speed is adamant enough to win this hands down. His strength is beyond Erza's, period. He can overtake virtually almost everything Erza has to offer. The only thing he has to do is watch out for that ultimate armor that she has that she can only use for a limited amount of time. If he can get around that, then yeah, he's got it in the bag. There's no way for Erza to win. Now, magic alone. I mean, he's been facing people with that kind of basic abilities since the get-go. So it's Rono Zoro. That's my opinion. All right, people. Tell me what you think about this video. If you like, subscribe, and comments in the comment section. I don't filter my videos, so if you want to, what I mean by I don't filter is I don't remove comments just because they got foul language. Have fun down there, people. Have a great day. Thank you for watching this video. Bye-bye.